Hi everybody, this is Hans with ListingsMagic, and this is an exciting new update from ListingsMagic HQ. This is a new tool that we've been working on for a couple of years now. It is our social media content creation and posting tool, and the backstory to it is that we all know how important social media is to the real estate business. The challenges that I've heard from many agents is, how do I find the time? I'm busy. How do I find the time to find that content, to curate that content, and then how much time does it take to post that content? And so it often gets overlooked or it gets done poorly. And so this tool that we're launching, I think, is going to help agents tremendously in all of those aspects. And so let me show you how it works. Initially, when you log in to your account, you're going to see that we have the various sites that we post to. And we're going to show you if they're in red, that means we do not have the permission to publish to them. So you need to give us just the permission to publish to these accounts. All it does is it gives our application that we have created for these different social media companies the permissions that we need to post either properties and or article content like I'm going to show you right now. So if these are in red, the first thing you're going to want to do is connect these up to the ones that you are currently managing. If you don't have a Twitter, don't worry about it. Leave that disconnected. You don't have LinkedIn, leave that disconnected, etc. Obviously, Facebook is probably the most popular, but we're very excited about Google. We are one of the few companies that has partnered with Google and the Google My Business platform, which I think is going to be very important moving forward. So if you don't have your Google account set up, I recommend you go and do a little bit of research there and get that set up as well. So once you have done that, there's going to be an option that you will have available to you in this beta program that is going to take you to a page like this one here. And so I'm going to just go ahead and refresh this page and show you. This is where you're going to set up your article posting preferences. And what that means is that you can now tell us, ListingsMagic, how do you want to have this work for you? And once again, if you don't have these connected, we're going to remind you these have not been connected. If you need to connect them, you can do so as well here. And so there's two options. There's auto post and send notification. It's going to be defaulted to send notification. And what that means is that rather than post content automatically, which I always caution against because I just think that any of these companies that post content automatically is going to post something that just doesn't look right, doesn't match your personality, or is just silly, or whatever it might be, dated perhaps. And so I'm going to show you the send notification first. If you're like, hey, I don't care, I just want to set it and forget it, we will show you the auto post later. But again, if you select that, we're going to give you just a little quick warning. You've selected the ListingsMagic auto post article content. We recommend that agents utilize their notification service initially. So try it initially to see if you are okay with it. But so let me show you the send notification process and how that's going to work. So you can tell us which pages you want to have included. And then if you have selected Facebook, we are going to show you all the Facebook pages that you manage. Just choose those Facebook pages that you manage. And then now, what days of the week are you going to want content? Now, again, you don't have to post content all these days. With the auto reminder service, you're just going to get a text notification and or an email notification saying, hey, it's time to post content. Here's the content. I'll show you that here in a second. So, but again, if you want to just do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can do that as well. And then just click on Save Settings and you are good to go. And so what's going to happen now is that we are going to periodically check and run a process to say, is it time to post to Jane Realtor's social media profiles or pages and send her article information? And if so, we're going to send that over to her. So I'm going to run that now, and I'm going to pause and show you what's going to happen once that does happen. So I'm running that process right now, and it is time for Jane Realtor to receive a notification to post to her social media profiles. And so I just got a text notification on my phone. We'll also go, and I've got a tool on my computer that allows me to look at texts that come in. I will pull that up right now, and it says here you have a social media posting suggestion. So this is basically my cell phone. It is mimicking my cell phone. So I'm going to click on that link, and I'm going to show you what it looks like mobile on a phone. And so, hello, Jane Realtor. Here are some article suggestions to review. So again, she set up her profile, her preferences, and it was time to send an article. And so now that article can be posted. And we're going to send 10 articles that we think are a good fit as possibilities. And if you don't like any of these articles, you can search for some new ones. You can search based on certain criteria, or you can just say, send me 10 new random articles. And so very quickly, you're going to be able to see what you want from a content standpoint. By the way, we have around 17,000 articles that we've curated over the last, I think it's about 3 years that this has been in process. So it's been an ongoing tool that we have been working on for quite some time. So again, we're excited to get it into production and have you guys start testing it out for us. And so once you have some new articles to choose from, you can look through them and say, this one looks like a good one. Procrastination is a bad habit. And now you can say, this is my recommendation. I say, take a look at that article first. Let's take a look at that article. Again, it's going to come to you on your phone, and you might need to take a look at what it's going to have content-wise. We've all done it before. Just do a peruse of it. You have an important task to do, but you can't bring yourself to do it. We all understand what procrastination is all about. So let me come back over here and say, I like this article. I want to post this article. Choose the sites to post it to. Again, those are going to be pre-selected based on your criteria before and the connections that you've given us permission for. If you have selected Facebook, those Facebook pages will be available. Just choose the ones you want. I manage a bunch, so I'm going to turn some of these off. And I recommend, we're going to put in the article title as a default, but I'm going to recommend you customize it. So just take a couple seconds to say, procrastination is a bad habit. It takes a kind of to stop procrastinating. Here's some things you can do to be better. I know all too well the challenges of procrastination. It's a big word. Double check your spelling. And once you're done, that's it. You click on post now. We're going to send it to all of those pages for you automatically. And so it's going to be on your Google Business page if you've given us those permissions. It's going to be on LinkedIn. It's going to be on Twitter and on your Facebook pages. So let's take a look. We're going to go to the Facebook page initially. And it's going to show you that article. And it's going to say, I know all too well the challenges of procrastination, because that's the customization that I put into it. And then if you click on it, we're going to try and keep some branding in place. And so we're going to have this banner at the top that has your branding there. And the article itself will be posted behind the scenes. It'll be what's called framed in if we can. If we can't frame it in, we're just going to redirect to the actual article itself. And so that is the article. And again, we have a little lead generator that we've put in. So if they're reading this article and they're curious about what their home value is, they can take a look at that. And that is how it looks on Facebook. I'll show you on Google My Business. I'm just sending it to our ListingsMagic page just to show you. And here it again is that custom callout. I know to all the challenges of procrastination. If they click on learn more, they're going to get to that same article. And then here it is on LinkedIn for your review. And here it is on Twitter. And there you have it. So we have posted that article to all the pages that you have given us permission to. Now, if, however, you would prefer to have us auto-post the article, you can also change it to auto-post. So once again, if you do this and then save your preferences, we will then simply randomly take an article from our backend database and post that article to your business pages or your social media pages for you. Again, I recommend you start out with our notification service first, try it out, and you can always default back to the other one. Now, this is in beta. We're launching this, close to the holidays, so maybe you guys have some time to test this out. If you do, please understand that support is just learning this as well. If you have any questions about this, send them into support@listingsmagic.com. Do not ask on chat about this right now. Do not ask about this on or don't call our 800 number. This is a beta program that we're testing out, and we want to make sure that we get the kinks worked out. But excited to launch this for you guys. Any questions you've got, do let us know, and happy selling.